Yes, sir. I'm conditioning iron palm. What's inside? Pea-size marble. Okay, marble. Not marbles, actual marble. I don't mean like the circle, the spheres. I mean actual small pieces of marble, real earth marble. Yeah, rice. You start with rice, of course, 100%. This is not for beginner. If you guys are interested in learning iron palm, I have playlists on my channel. You can go check them out. But this is not beginner level. Thanks for the likes, appreciate it. How long did it take? Depends on your training, on your dedication. For me, I started with rice when I started Wing Chun, and then I had to find out other methods because Wing Chun doesn't really have iron palm training. So after that, I had the wooden element, right? Bamboo, teak wood, right? I have a wooden dummy. You can even use a makiwara. From there, it takes about a year to two, and then you start on the earth element or the stone element, and you keep progressing. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Of course, you need the herbal liniment. That's the next step. Anybody telling you that you can progress from rice, sand, and then steel shot BBs within a year, they're setting you up for some detrimental health effects down the line. So of course you need the herbal liniment. I have playlists as well. You guys can go check it out. How to make your own basic herbal liniment. But the one I use, especially for earth, for stone element, which it takes more, it has over 25 ingredients. It's a big formula. Because you have to not think about only just nerves and bones, capillaries, vessels, fascia. Okay, you have to think about your internal organs as well. So, if you're interested, you can start Iron Palm, and it is a big dedication. It's not just something in a year you can attain. To fully complete Iron Palm, iron being the top element, the pinnacle, for everything to be completed, it takes 6 to 7 years. But for me, the earth or the stone is more than enough. I'm gonna break my hands. Well, it's been over 5 years, kiddo. You better hold your breath. Or not hold your breath. Yeah, you can check out my playlist, Venom. I have a video on how to make your own herbal liniment. Basic. Okay. Any kind of tissue bruising, bone bruising, okay, and soreness, of course, blood stagnation. I mean, everyone breaks their hands if they punch something hard enough. Again, this is where you lack information. And if you're ignorant in something, you should always look it up. Don't just type and assume. Yeah? I have never once had a fracture, a break in my hand. So that should show you the method is working. What's the next stage? Well, every time I do this, you start off with the cotton bag. This is a cotton bag, muslin bag, and you make it like a pillow, right? In Kung Fu, we call this a cotton pillow. You fill it with whatever material you're using, rice, sand, in this case, marble or granite. And from there, you move on to what I'm going to hit next. If you stick around, you'll see. So after this, we have a solid unit. Mr. Will, you don't even train. I don't know why you're speaking. Please, when I go to your channel, what do I find? Nothing. And yes, I do weights. I have kettlebell, mace bell, dumbbells. Strength training is, of course, very important. And I'm not sure why Mr. Will is wasting his time when you can go to TikTok, and that may suit your IQ level to a better degree. So first he said, I will break my hand, and then he said, I haven't hit anything hard. Low value troll. You can leave. You don't offer any value, brother. What is no? Can you please explain yourself, Mr. Carlos? Of course I focus on myself, but I have the right to respond. And when people say that I'm angry or rude, others say that I'm very zen. So at the end of the day, you know what they say about opinions. Yeah, that's one way of expressing the energy, of course. After time, you have to try to use it. Whether it's breaking a coconut or a brick or two bricks. But the thing is, hardening skills like this, they will not let you break those things by themselves. You need to practice internal energy training. Okay, Qigong, Neigong. To increase your own energy, your vitality. What they call Fa Jing or Jing Fa, which is explosive energy. Okay, that's a good warm-up. People think that this is already the hardening. This is just the warm-up. When you first start, this is hardening. But after you do that for a year, you move on to a granite block. This is the next step. Taekwondo, no brother. I practice Kung Fu. Practice Kung Fu. Of course, I don't have teachings on Qi exactly, my methods, because that is for private lessons. But I have 2 new videos you can check out. Not my shorts. When you click on videos, you can go check out the purpose of Qigong. What is the purpose of doing it? And how do you actually get hardening skills? How do you protect yourself? Because bone density is just one part of the equation. There's much more going on. So if you guys can go check it out, you're more than welcome. But there's much more than than your skin becoming thicker and your bones becoming denser. What people call Wolf's Law. But if anybody's interested, of course, I have a few students only online. I don't like to do the whole big group thing. I like more one-to-one. You're more than welcome to message me. But for your informational purposes, you can check out my channel. I have information there. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Mr. Nate, if you have the right method, you will not have arthritis. I've been doing this for over 4 years. My fingers are straight. Full rotation. No pain. I'm in the West. I'm in Eastern time zone. So right now, what time is it? It is 10:30 in the morning. And to the person who said how many strikes, you can go check out my video, how to start iron palm training. Everything is explained there. But for me, myself, I don't count the number of strikes because now it is just about the time, how long you do it. And for Mr. Nate, if you want to understand more, check out my video about bio-armor, Shaolin bio-armor. Things will be made a lot more clear. Oh, you're in Australia. I think it's Australia. I don't think you mean Austria. Iron palm sounds cool. Respect. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, it just takes some understanding. I'm not here breaking my hand or else my hand wouldn't look like this. It would look deformed. There would be calluses here. My fingers damn sure wouldn't be straight. Okay, they would be crumpled. So this is not my first month of doing this either, you know. But you need to take care of this. You need to know. You need to train from somebody that actually did this, number one, because I wouldn't ever train this if somebody just explained to me how to do it, but they themselves don't do it. We're doing the wrist now. Kung Fu, you develop this, you can strike as well. No, don't find a rock. As I said, this is not for beginners. Go look at my playlist if you want to start iron palm safely. Again, do what you want to do, but I'm giving you the full disclosure. Okay, I'm giving you the warning before the movie starts. If I was, people say I want to show off. If I really wanted to show off, I would hit this thing very hard, how people want me to hit it. Or maybe I would even just grab an iron plate and pretend that I'm an iron element. But I'm only showing you my own progression. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Not every day, especially for earth element. You don't need to do this every day, but if you're starting with rice, as I explained in my video, the Shaolin method is the first 100 days. The first 100 days is the foundation that builds. So you need to do it every day for 100 days and practice semen retention for that 100 days to get a baseline. That's the way that the Shaolin have done it. What got me into iron palm? Before I even started Kung Fu, I knew I wanted to do Kung Fu. So when I seen documentaries back in the day, if people are a certain age, you remember LimeWire, Kazam, Aries, certain softwares where you can get media. And I downloaded a documentary on the Shaolin Temple, and I seen practice iron palm. So I said, I really want to do that. But to find the real method is very hard. Yes, it's a floppy hand because I'm not trying to be stiff, so the energy recoils back into my nervous system. It dispels, very soft like water. Of course I can hit like this. Yeah, that's what everyone wants to see, the karate way. Unfortunately, a lot of karate practitioners, they get what you call rheumatoid arthritis because they don't even have the external liniment to heal themselves. You don't just think about bones and nerves, as I said. You need to think about the synovial fluid, which keeps your limbs very straight. Yes, it's a granite stone. Appreciate the likes, thank you. Mr. Ben, go to TikTok, brother. That will help your IQ level. Strength is the ability to lift heavy things, period. That's the definition in the fitness world. Strength is the ability to lift heavy things. Power is how fast you lift them. Two distinctions. From there, you can extrapolate how you want. Mr. Colby, I've been doing this longer than a month. And the thing is, you're back here, and what are you training? You're training this. That doesn't help, brother. That'll get you carpal tunnel syndrome. Mr. Gripmaster, please focus on your own life. Don't be a busybody. That's not masculine. Training the wrist, yep. Yeah. There's one born every day. There's one born every day. I appreciate it, Brody. Rice bucket is levels below, brother. Please, I already did that. And I'm not condescending, but when people compare granite and rice, I have to think, what is wrong with them? Rice is the beginning. Then you can move on to sand. Grip trainer, of course. I tell you, there's more internal exercises that give better results than any kind of equipment you can find. But you need to know Qigong, you need to know breathing. How does the bone density and strength go together? I don't know what you mean. Bone density and strength. Bone density, your bones is your frame, which helps support any kind of force you produce. It's an old method. Monks would punch buckets full of rice. That is only the basic level. That is what the novices start with. That's not something that you need to keep doing. But how does this make you more effective at striking? It offers more stability and more contraction at the end. Okay, and I have a bag. I was hitting the bag before. As I said, you don't need to do this. I don't know why people think you need to do this. I'm just showing my method. Do you do this every day? I have a few days off. For the stone element, I do it 4, sometimes 5 days. Yeah. Dude, your name is Slum. Stop it. We know where you are mentally, brother. It should be named Scum, actually, yeah? Mr. Barry, please focus on your life, brother. Yeah, the guy that punches the propane tanks is a moron because you can see his knuckles, they're all messed up and he's gonna have all kinds of damage. As I said, it's not just hitting hard things and being tough. There's a method. Puta madre. Yeah, a lot of you guys need therapy. I'm not a therapist, unfortunately. Mr. Ben doesn't even understand muscle fascia. That's why he's crying about nerves. If I was concerned about my nerves, I wouldn't do this. All feeling is in the hands though. Mobility. Straight fingers. Ignorance is bliss. I thought I put this 18 plus. What is this GMO baby doing here? Why would you soak your hands in petroleum, which is oil based, which is a poison? That is the most stupid thing I've ever heard. That is Western thinking. People don't even know about herbal liniment. So sad. Mr. Ben, that is your fearful projection. Don't pass it on to others. Mr. Robert, when I say Western thinking, who conquered the natives? And why is it known as the Western world now? Western mindset thinking. Please, use your brain for more than a hat rack. Yeah, I don't entertain parasites, very sorry. I'm not your guy, brother. It's a weird thing to say to a stranger. I think the guy knows it. Actually, I'm very nice to people who are courteous and understanding and actually ask humbly. People who come with that direct mindset, you don't do that in person. So that's why I give you guys the boot. I don't need people in my life. I only need a few people. Yeah. People get mad that I boot them off. Actually, Theo, if you can read and have a proper understanding of grammar, he did say my guy. So I don't know what you mean. I don't know if you passed grade 3 or what. What's my diet? Clean. Try to be as clean as possible. Yeah, you need therapy, Lucky. Try to be as clean as possible and incorporate herbs. Go check out my playlist. Yeah, Theo. Go on TikTok, kiddo. Maybe your mom left you out some milk. You'll feel better. You're from Germany. Nice. Deutschland. My seafood's from Germany. I don't know why you're here and torturing yourself then. Somebody said I can't watch this. Can you say brain rot? Genuinely curious as to why you're hitting a rock. Yeah. Message me. My Instagram is on my YouTube description if you want to message me there, or just message me on one of my videos or shorts. This guy said it's probably easier to soak your hand in petrol. Said no one ever. Guys, don't soak your hand in a neurotoxin. My goodness. Everything that you soak in your hand, in your wrist, in your forearm, it gets incorporated in your body. Mr. Sassy Pants, this is not for beginners. If you want to start, I have playlists on my channel. You can go start it. I'm not talking to you, Mr. B.O. I'm talking about the person I booted who said my guy. Again, I don't know what people's reading comprehension is nowadays, but it doesn't seem to be too optimistic. How did you get into Iron Palm specifically? I received instruction from my sifu. We're not trying to split a stone. Yes, I don't use sunscreen. Why would anyone use sunscreen in 2025 with the amount of information that's out there? Sunscreen is synthetic melanin. They already proved that through the, what is that? Not the black and white, the UV. Or black and white, I think. You can see that video, sunscreen in black and white. Just build up a tolerance to the sun depending on your skin type. Thanks for the likes, appreciate it. Someone said SPF is good. Yeah, you probably stayed 6 feet apart, didn't you? Like a good peasant. What's your question, Andrew? There's so many GMO questions. I can't get to them all. Brother, you never even read 2 books. Stop it. Don't embarrass yourself. Yes, I don't drink Coca-Cola. I don't drink pop. I don't know what your point is, B.O. Why would you incorporate a GMO neurotoxin? What's good, MS? Good to see you, bro. No, the hand doesn't hurt. There's a soreness, but it's not like I wake up and I can't open my hands. That's another thing that people get wrong. Some people, they can't even open their hands in the morning without dipping it in warm water. That's already a sign of an issue. Ninja Samurai, nice. Yeah, Robbie, please seek therapy. That's a disturbing thought. This is just discipline and the love that I have. Yeah, Sarah, with a name like that, Sarah Bush, what can I say? Go to TikTok. My hand just healed from a boxer fracture. Yep. I hope you're using liniment, MS. Make a liniment. Yes. One-inch punch is the basic. It's a Wing Chun technique. Even more so, Kung Fu is just contracting from a still position. That's it. The martial art world is filled with crazies, Andrew. 100%. That's something that I learned from when I started Wing Chun. I don't chew gum either, Mr. B.O. I only chew xylitol. So you keep trying to find your way around carcinogens. Yeah, just like your name, Jumbo. What a omen nomen. Fast twitch muscles, of course. It's not just about bones. Check out my video on muscle fascia bio armor. I try to live as healthy as I can and arm myself with information that will continue to make me live healthy. So you can't run away from everything, but you can make adjustments to benefit your situation. Yes, practice intermittent fasting as well. Whenever I have these lives, I'm always fasting from the night before. I stop eating around, now the sun's going down 7. I stop eating around 8. And then my next meal is the next day about 12 or 1. So that also increases your HGH. Do you take supplements for your recovery? Yeah, supplements help, but again, you need to have the system, the whole full system. You need to know the herbal formulas. You know, I have in my playlist herbs for the martial artist. Okay, I believe it's five herbs every martial artist should know or take. Mr. Morty, I don't know what kind of conditioning you're doing. I don't know if you have medicine. I don't know what you're doing, right? But if you are curious about starting Iron Palm training safely, check out my playlist. Did you know that Germany is a company? Actually, many nations are companies or corporations. That's why they have presidents and not kings and emperors anymore. Fasting increases HGH, of course. Of course, it shoots up after especially 18 hours because it's a stressor for the body. So it preserves your muscles, your muscle mass. No, this is a granite stone that you can find quite easily along river beds up here in Canada especially. This is the guy that tells UFC fighters what to do, though. Yeah, I don't know what drugs you're taking, brother. Mr. Devils, you don't even train. I don't know why you're typing. What's going on, Anthony? Good to see you. Mr. B.O., have a good day. Never forget, Coltane, that you live in your basement while I have a house. Never forget that, brother. Tobias, seek therapy, brother, please. Kick rocks, play in traffic, do whatever it is you GMOs do. Mr. Won't let you down, I will boot you if you don't clear your mind. Some of you guys really need therapy. Have you ever conditioned yourself that? Yeah, I wouldn't hit iron and steel. How do you hit iron and steel if you've never hit wood? Dark Void, stay on your hamster wheel. Not everyone has a 9 to 5. And yet we are still somehow living. Yeah, see you around. Phony, you can't even do a flying knee. I don't know why you're typing. My goodness. If you want to start Iron Palm JK, check out my playlist. I have instructional video on there. Yeah, same with you guys. You do 0. Appreciate the likes. Thank you. It's good for today. How do I stretch? I don't stretch. I do a Qigong set to warm me up. I did it in the beginning of this live if you want to check it out. Yeah. Why do the comments buffer like that? Let me see. No, the rock is not dent. For me, that's how I found it. You cannot dent granite block or granite stone. Mr. Wonk, you're obsessed with my face. You can check out my channel. We're not on a date. Left way is more brutal. I would agree. But I would vouch for Moy Baran even more. I've done Sambo. I've done a little jiu-jitsu, so I'm familiar with grappling. Even in Kung Fu, there's grappling and wrestling. joint manipulation. Something good. Warm up. Nice. Since you already do BJJ, I would recommend you get some judo as well. You'll be killer. Judo or even wrestling. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. What you training towards? Towards my life. You gotta train towards something. Sometimes a person just loves it and they train. I did a very short lesson in guard passes and did a few naked choke drills and arm bars. Other than that, no BJJ. Rest is basic. Yeah. As I said, I've had grappling experience. I'm not a grappler per se. Yeah. Hilarious. You guys are killing me. I think nowadays a lot of people are fighting depression. So I don't know if you're joking, but this is where knowledge comes into play. If you knew the self-deletion rate of men across the world, you wouldn't joke about depression. Either throw straight punches and low kicks though. No, still trying to defensive base for both. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see that when you were a kid, because I know I couldn't do this when I was a kid. You work out 4 hours a day. What are you, training camp? Yeah. Therapy, therapy, wherefore art thou therapy? Yeah, a torture chamber. I wonder where you live. Somebody that doesn't even understand. What's your striking base? I'm a hybrid. I don't know. I can't tell you. I like boxing. I like kickboxing. I like Muay Thai. I like Kung Fu. I like Jeet Kune Do. Many things. Much battery. Still got some battery. Jump rope. Jump rope is one of the best. But before even that, you need to have good oxygen utilization, not just absorption. This is where breathing technique comes in. No, I've never competed. Whew, that's fun. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. Also, check out my playlist. You may find some things informative and educational pertaining to martial arts and fitness. Let's go. That is part of strength training. If you've never tried a mace ball, it is very humbling. Even after you have dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, machines, it is very, very humbling. So try it. 15 pounds is more than enough for a beginner weight. And also, I have the 25 pound, which is even more heavier. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Hope you stay blessed. Check out my playlist, check out my channel, subscribe, like. Thank you.